What is going on, guys? This is Benny here bringing another Brawl Stars video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at who are the best brawlers in Brawl Stars and who are the worst brawlers in Brawl Stars. That means we're going to be ranking all 41 brawlers we have currently in the game right now. So if I rank one of your favorite brawlers low, please don't hate me. Because we had the help of one of the best pros in the game create this list for me here, taking into consideration all the game modes, including Showdown. So huge shout out to Slash for making this list. One brawler I know is kind of sad. Probably Primo. As you can see, that's why he's turned around.
For pain and for glory.
But I do have to say, this video is brought to you by the power of the OnePlus. You guys already know the Warp Charge 65. Your phone is 65% charge. Your phone can go from 0 to 65% charge in 15 minutes. You guys know OnePlus is OP. Super happy to partner with them. And this video is also brought to you by you guys using code BT1. Helps crazy episodes like this and all the crazy episodes. You guys help support that. Now, without further ado, going all the way from worst all the way to first. Spend a little bit of time on each brawler here. Kind of has a reason to why. Number 41 on the list is Shelly. Reason why Shelly's on the list: very easy brawler to counter. Early on, obviously she's the first brawler you get, but her skill cap is super low, and she's very easy to play around. You kind of just keep your distance, and you're pretty solid. Now, she's a good tank counter, but she still struggles in a lot of other modes, and especially when we have a pro making this list, I expected this. And number 40th on the list is Jessie. You hear it a lot now. Jessie cannot win basically any 1v1 fights if it's straight on. Her DPS is fairly low. Yes, her turret can be really annoying, but she's very average in a lot of game modes, and that's why she falls down this low. Now, then number 39th on the list here is Colt. Colt is like, he suffers from the high skill cap where he's tough to use, he's tough to land your shots, and it's kind of very easy to 1v1 him because his health's not super high. Takes him a little while to get his damage off, but now if you can laser on and hit those shots and you're a masterful Colt, that's a different story. But most people, including myself, are not and don't have perfect accuracy all the time. But number 38 on the list is Leon. You guys know I advocate for Leon. I love Leon. I am a Leon lover, so I like using him, but he does struggle outside of Showdown. Showdown, if this was a pure Showdown list, he'd be way up there, but this is not. Takes into consideration 3v3, heist, bounty, gem grab, brawl ball. He's not that great. He's not a great 3v3 brawler. He's an assassin. He likes going invis and taking care of one brawler. And gem grab, that's nice sometimes, but he struggles. Now, before we go any further, I do want to say, like, Brawl Stars is very well balanced, and every brawler has like their niche map or their niche scenarios where they're very solid and very playable. So it's not like these brawlers that I'm talking about at the bottom here like are unplayable and suck and you shouldn't use them at all. No, it's just like they're more geared towards where they're only really good at one thing. Keep that in mind, but I will say the brawlers at the top are definitely going to be a lot easier to push those trophies. Number 37th, Slash is breaking some hearts here. We have Crow, and again, he kind of falls in the same line as Leon, where very good in Showdown, very average on the other game modes, where for 3v3s, like, he's just an average brawler, okay? Got swag, though. 36 on the list here is Nita. Yeah, I agree with this one. Nita does need some love. She's just too dependent on Bruce and Bruce dominating. But if players can keep their distance, especially with Bruce and his stun getting nerfed to oblivion, where there's that second or 1.5 second delay from the stun, that hurt a lot and that moved her down. 35 on the list here, even with all of the buffs, Dynamike. Now, a good Dynamike can be very scary. Like if you're looking at like Chippy or Lukey Bear, dirty. But most of us, similar with Colt, not that good. And it's just like he struggles when a brawler gets right on top of you, and a lot of brawlers now have a lot of mobility, have a lot of that speed and quickness and mobility to get right in Dyna's face, and that's where he struggles. 34th on the list is Penny. She's good in gem grab as the gem carrier. Outside of that, not much. 33 on the list is Poco. Now, this is actually a very controversial part of the list here because there are comps with Poco like Poco double tank, which are nasty, which are crazy, and that Poco is the enabler for that. But isolating Poco and looking him at himself, if he's not with the right team comp with like a bunch of tanks to heal up and everything, he struggles a little bit, and especially in Showdown because he can't win 1v1s really that great. Yes, the heals are nice, but if you don't have tanky teammates to go in and fight and you be able to heal them up, it's not that optimal. So we have to put him a little bit lower because really Brawl Ball and Gem Grab are his main modes where he shines with double tanks, and without them, not so much. 32nd on the list, I told you why he's crying, is Primo. I don't know, man. It feels like Primo just, it's hard to play him. Can't put my finger on it. It's just like the new brawlers that have come out just out top, like outshine him. And his downside is just his short range. That's why he's crying right now.
Adios, amigo.
31 on the list here is Frank, another tank. However, Frank has like the awesome stun, the gadget where he can't get stunned out. I might have put Frank higher if I was making this list because of the nice super, but if you kind of keep your distance, the map gets opened up with Frank. You can't get his supers, so I guess I get it. And aside from Brawl Ball, maybe Siege, you're not really playing Frank that much anymore. 33rd on the list here is Bull. Unbelievable. His gadget is actually really nice, being able to stop your super, stomp on the ground, slow them down, keep them close to you. So that was a big boost to Bull. I feel like Bull has a lot more utility than a lot of the tanks because he's able to get right in someone's face. He's able to open up walls for Brawl Ball, Gem Grab, even in Showdown, especially the grass maps. I like Bull here, and I feel like he's on the upper echelon of tanks now. But number 29th on the list, we have Rosa. Now her skin, her Halloween skin is OP. I love it. The shield is still really crazy, but I just feel like this isn't a very good tank meta at the moment. I mean, mainly because of Amber, how much he shreds, and Colette. But even so, Rosa still can do good, still do super well. It's just the tanks, I feel like people are learning, keep their distance. And like I said, we're looking at a pro list here, so they know how to really play around brawlers that have a lot of weaknesses, and the tanks inherently do with their short range, and they need to be close to people. They that's kind of factored in. And for Showdown too, like Rosa's not the best in Showdown. 28th on the list, we have Darryl. No, I don't like Darryl's new gadget where like you gotta slow them down or anything. I actually like the other one because his rolls are really nasty, being able to roll in someone's face, getting that damage off. And he has a lot more utility for like gem grab, heist. He's a very good brawler, Brawl Ball as well, being able to score. So I like Darryl here. 27th, the Jackhammer, the Jacky. Remember when Jacky was a top 5 brawler? I'm glad of the nerfs that they have given her, but she still is being able to shoot around the walls, camp around the corners. It's annoying. Jacky's still really good. 26th on the list. A lot of you are gonna love this one. We have Bibi. I know OJ will love this one too. Just the knockback, the speed, the quickness, that versatility, the mobility, the launching with your super. Good in Brawl Ball, good in Heist, good in Gem Grab, good in Baseball. He's good. 25th on the list, we have Ems. Now, Ems has fallen off a lot, mainly due to her gadget. I don't know, I still miss her gadget. Like, the gadget range is so small. They have to be right next to you to push them back. Kind of like, push him back a little bit, but she still does have really good control with her super. Her damage is really intense, and being able to block off areas, it's just like she's just not like crazy broken like she was, because she can't just like save herself instantly by pushing people back anymore, but she's still solid. 24th on the list, we have Rico. There's a lot of maps now where a lot of walls and a lot of bounce shots, but Rico's a little bit on the higher skill cap, having to get those bounce shots, but he's got a lot of playability. Rico's solid, and he's one of the best skin brawlers too. 23rd on the list, Bo has fallen a lot. Before his gadget got nerfed where you could activate his mines instantly, top 5 brawler, because that is broken. You basically could stun a brawler for 2.5 seconds if they did. Doesn't even matter if they actually saw you put the mines down. Now, with that delay, not as broken because a lot of times you'll miss now activating your gadget with the second or 0.5 second delay, whatever it is. Bo has fallen off a lot. You still can do the Bo cheese with Nani and everything though. Now, this is probably one of the brawlers I don't agree with on this list. That is 8-Bit. I feel like 8-Bit, to be good with him, you need to hit those shots and aim like crazy, similar to Colt. However, like, a good team can really utilize his turret and 8-Bit speed and everything, but I feel like average players like myself find 8-Bit really lackluster because it's hard to land those shots consistently, and if you don't always have your supers, he feels really bad and really slow. So I feel like this is the one I disagree with, but he has him at 22nd on the list here. I feel like even in Showdown now without extra life, like, I personally think he's one of the worst brawlers, but we got 8-Bit here from Mr. Slash. Number 21st on the list, we have Piper. Piper's still good. The bounty, the long range, the open maps, her gadget, the extra cheese with the added range is still, the homing missile is still kind of annoying. Good Pipers make you look foolish because you die instantly. Number 20th here, I'm actually making a preemptive prediction after what I've seen in the Brawl Talk and playing him on the dev build. We're gonna have the newest brawler, Lou. I don't think he's overpowered. Just his main attacks, I don't feel like they do enough damage. Now, by the time you're watching this, he might have received a buff. I don't think he will receive a nerf. I think this is going to be a brawler similar to like Gale release, or not as bad as Nani, but similar to like the one Gale was released into the game where he was very weak, underpowered, and then they're going to receive buffs after, because like his super does no damage. Yes, it's an area effect and slows them down on the magic and on the map can stun, but he's not dealing a crazy amount of damage rapidly. Like 1500 if you hit all 3 of his cones. I feel like he's gonna be an average brawler on release. Now number 19, we have another trio brawler here. We have Mr. P. Mr. P's really good still with the porters, the control, still a really good mid brawler. He's okay in the, he's still really good in Brawl Ball, but outside of Gem Grab and Brawl Ball, it's not that great anywhere else anymore, because it does take him still quite a bit to get the turret and those Mr. Porter, and with Revolving Door a little bit nerfed where there's not churning out those porters like crazy. It's not as annoying, so it's a good spot for him. It's kind of cool though. We have another number 18 that I promise was not planned. 18th on the list here, we have Gale, the trio of the snow brawlers. Gale with the push, the damage, awesome, or I should say okay. It used to be awesome. It's okay. The nerf to the jump pad where he had the uses to like just give you an instant advantage to get to the mid of the map or wherever you wanted to go with that. It hurt him a lot because he's not able to kill brawlers like crazy fast anymore, but he still does have a lot of utility with that super, so he's just not as dominant as he once was. Number 17th, we have Brock. Brock's new gadget is very good. The added damage, being able to open up walls, and I feel like maybe if with this gadget it might rise him a little bit more, but Brock has always been a solid brawler. I still don't like the HP nerf that he gave him a while back. I liked him at 4,000, was it 400 or something? But it is what it is. Brock is still a very solid brawler. Probably one of the most versatile brawlers that you could have. If you want to have a jump and escape, you can use that gadget. If you want to open walls easy with Brock, you have that gadget. Being able to just keep your distance or even just dominate up close with rocket number 4 pretty much can be played in any single mode. Brock is very good. Number 16 here. Now, I would disagree with this because I suck at Mortis. He has Mortis here. Mainly, I would say is relegated to Gem Grab. That's why I wouldn't have him up this high on the list. I know a lot of you are going to argue with me
and say, oh, Mortis is good in Brawl Ball.
We're not on that hype train.
So I don't really agree. This is another one I don't agree with too much, but because in Showdown, he's not very solid. Heist, obviously you don't use him in Heist. Siege and Bounty, I would say no, but except for some scenarios where you see a lot of thorough brawlers or you want to surprise some people, but I don't know about Mortis here. 15th on the list. I'm getting tired. It's late when I'm recording this. It's Sandy. Sandy is a little underrated in my opinion. His super is still crazy. Being able to zone an area if you have the root sand star power where enemies aren't going to want to walk in there because they don't want to lose their HP. It denies them from healing. His main attack still is a very wide range, a lot of damage, and he's super solid. 14th on the list here, we have Nani. Nani, higher skill cap. They made her a lot easier to hit her shots though. And then when Slash did the Halloween challenge with me on Bounty, dude, she flipping shreds if you land those shots. And that super just crazy damage. Or if you want to teleport, I agree with this one. Nani is like the highest ceiling brawler in my opinion in the game. 13 on the list here, we have Tara. There's the super, the drags, crazy. Getting them very good in Gem Grab, very good in Brawl Ball. That's about it. That's why she's down here a little bit. But if we're looking at Gem Grab and Brawl Ball only, easily a lot higher. But Tara, such a good pick. Both on the list. I'm sad to say this. I want this brawler removed from the game, but it is Tick. I still don't know why they buffed him, why they make it so easy to get his Tick head, or just the damage of his stupid little mind. He's got so much control. He's so annoying to face. But I do agree with it here because Tick is too good. Phantom. 11th on the list is B, her crazy, interesting star power. Just the consecutive Bs flying around, landing those shots, and she still does a lot of damage. He's just been very solid for a while now, and he's consistently just a good brawler. 10th on the list. Ooh. The Thick Queen, Pam. Pam's got a lot of versatility as well. Showdown, Gem Grab, Brawl Ball, Siege. The heals for your team, the heals for yourself. She's crazy. She's thick, very thick. I think we all know why Pam's here. 9th on the list is Barley. This one's a little bit surprised for me, but I do actually understand it. A lot of maps have a lot of walls. Barley's very good on that, controlling an area. You can either want some heal with him, some sustain, you can do that. You want some damage with him, you can do that. He's not as annoying as Tick, but he's still annoying. But Barley's here. Number 8th on the list is Carl. He's got a very interesting gadget, which helps him a lot with positioning, being able to just, I'm gonna go over here now. The grappling hook onto the map. It's a really cool gadget, and it boosted him a lot. You can just lock down lanes, deal a lot of damage. Carl, the reason why you're good is because you look like me. Number 6 on the list is actually Colette. They had like a little hidden nerf in there a while ago. It wasn't hidden, but a very like sneaky nerf where they made it where Colette gets her charge for her super a lot faster when she lands hits with her super. So basically, to play with Colette, land 2 main attacks on an enemy, and then you're 2 shots away from your super. So then now basically you can just run up to anyone, fire two main attacks, super, hit them with both of your super hits, like back. You kill them because all it takes is 2 main attack hits, 2 super hits, that brawler's dead. That's what's crazy. Then guess what? When you return, you're already halfway to your next super, which is just 2 main attacks. You can just chain that. So basically, don't miss your supers. Just keep doing that over and over again. She's a tank killer. 2 main attacks, 2 hits with the super. You're already 2 hits for your next super. You get the point? Colette is crazy. 5th on the list, we have Jean. The pole is super easy to hit. Pro tip, most of the time, you're going to want to auto-aim your super for the drag when you're in range and you can see the enemy brawler. It's barely going to miss. And Jean can turn a lot of games around with that pole, whether that be in Brawl Ball or even in Gem Grab and even in Siege, because pull that bot away. So Jean's got a lot of utility and very good. Been good for a while. 4th on the list. I was surprised to actually see this. Then I was like, you know what? No, I'm not. He's got swag. We have Surge on number 4 here. And after playing him again, I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it sucks that like he doesn't get the bounce shots no matter if you miss. But as long as you hit your shots, you're still going to get that bounce shots. And he's still, think of this. Any brawler under 4,500 HP, assuming no power cubes or anything, and you have 3 main attacks, you can teleport to. Just quick fire 3 times and kill them. That's what's broken. His gadget is broken with the teleport, being able to get your super easily. Then if you just teleport, kill them, super, you're close to your next stage. And stage 4 or stage 3, whatever his last stage is still really good with that added range, the speed. Hit a wall, it still bounces. In a way, Surge is actually underrated again. 3rd on the list is Max. She's got that speed and quickness. She's been on top list for a while now. I don't really need to explain this. Just the damage output from her. She's just crazy, dude. And she's getting a cool Connie? Max? Basically the Max version of L Brown, so I'm happy for that. Number 2 on the list here, we have Spike. Spike's been around for a while, as always a consistently top brawler. A lot of people are calling for nerf of Curveball again. When they buffed him, dude, that damage, you saw him a lot, and now you're just seeing him more and more as people are realizing the damage output, the control with Spike. Nasty. The only thing with Spike though is his low HP, so you gotta play him a little bit different. Stay alive with him, keep your distances if you can. Spike's just nasty. Now number 1 on the list. All right, there's one brawler left. You guys already know it's Amber. I recorded this video before we knew she was getting nerfed. So her changes are her DPS got lowered quite a bit on her main attack, and her movement speed went from very fast to normal. So she's not as quick, she's not dealing as much damage with the main attack. However, I still think she is going to be very good and one of the best brawlers. Now, is she going to maintain the top spot? We'll have to wait and see. Honestly, I think she has a chance because she's still going to be really solid. That still is a ton of damage that she's outputting. It's not as much, but actually she's not getting nerfed until the update does drop. So I think that might still be a while away. So we're going to keep her at the 1 spot for now, but keep in mind she might drop a few tiers, but she's still going to be really good. But number 1 on the list is Amber. Getting hot in here, man. I'm sweating. But her pierce with her fire, I still don't know how fire pierces. Her damage, her control with her super. Amber is just by above and beyond the best brawler in the game right now, and it's not even close. And another reason too, she's so easy to play. When someone's moving, just keep tethering and lightly tapping your auto aim button, and it'll recorrect the course so you won't miss your shots. And then that's all you got to do is just auto aim with her and you win. But guys, that is the list right here. Let me know your thoughts. Once again, huge shout out to Slash putting this together. You spent a lot of time on it, and I agree with pretty much everything except for just 2 of them. But I'm gonna reiterate this, everyone. The brawlers at the bottom of the list are still playable and are still solid, and actually quite a few different things. So it's like, I feel like Brawl Stars is very well balanced. It's just like as you get more towards the top, the more versatile, the more modes you can play them in. Aside from obviously like Amber, who just shreds everything. But that was mainly what this list was looking at. Just overall the best brawlers. So let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'll leave links to Slash's YouTube channel and Twitter in the description if you guys want to follow him for awesome Brawl Stars montages and just whatever. He's crazy, makes OP plays. So get his YouTube channel up there. Once again, huge shout out to OnePlus, so be OnePlus partner. And for those using code BT1, I appreciate you. I'll see you guys later. I need to go get some sleep because I'm flipping tired.